The Chicago police superintendent walked through the lobby and simply said justice was served. Now, Stephen Montano was accused of first-degree murder. The jury found him guilty of first-degree murder as well as aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. This stems from an incident 2 years ago. It was March 2023, and there was a call of a domestic disturbance. Officer Andrés Vásquez Lasso and his partner responded when another team of officers said they lost the suspect who they believe may have a gun. It was Andrés Vásquez Lasso who caught up with the suspect first, who is now a convict. That man opened fire. Stephen Montano made 5 shots, 4 of them hit Officer Vásquez Lasso. One of them lodged in his bulletproof vest, the other to his head, to his arm, and to his leg. The jurors deliberated for an hour and a half after the 4 days of hearing evidence and testimony. Now, a lot of this evidence with videos and images from police body-worn cameras, some of them very difficult to watch, some of them very jarring to watch. Prosecutors argued that Montano ran from police and took his gun consciously, even though he knew police were there. Defense attorneys say Montano simply had no intention of shooting anyone. He was just scared and wanted to hide his gun someplace. So it is clear that the jurors believe the prosecution's case that indeed that Stephen Montano was guilty of first-degree murder as well as the gun charge. There was a question about whether it possibly could have been second-degree murder. Now, that's a really subtle distinction in the state of Illinois. First-degree murder is an intent to kill or intent to take life. The second degree is perhaps the same thing, but an unreasonable belief in the need for self-defense. So it gets a little bit murky, and certainly that's what the attorneys do, and that's what they try to do to explain it to the jurors, the distinction. But in this case, the jurors saw everything, they heard everything, and their message was clear. We did just hear from the Fraternal Order of Police president, as well as a former Chicago police officer who was a victim of a shooting after a police stop.
He responded to a call of a female crying for help. He had no idea whether she was telling the truth or not. We never do, but you show up. And the partners who testified that when they heard gunshots, what did they do? They didn't run the other way. They ran toward the gunshots. That's what our officers do.
This part of the nightmare is over, but the nightmare doesn't end. I mean, you still wake up and missing a loved one.
So now this case moves forward now. September 3rd, the attorneys will be back in court. We're not sure when the actual sentencing will be. We know the family of Officer Vásquez Lasso has been here every day in court, sometimes with fellow officers, and today there was a tremendous show of support from other officers, as well as Gold Star families, and those are the families who have lost a police officer, lost a loved one in the line of duty. So we saw, for instance, the mother of Ella French, who was killed in 2021, who was with Carlos Yanez Jr. She was with them, and we saw other officers with the family. They may say something. They're upstairs, I'm sure, kind of digesting all that they've been through, because hearing all these details brings those moments back for all of the families involved. We also expect to hear from the superintendent, Larry Snelling. He went up to talk with the family, and also the Cook County State's attorney. We understand that she is in the building, and she may also make some remarks. We did speak with the defense attorneys for Stephen Montano to see if they wanted to say anything, and they declined at this moment. So for now, that is the very latest from the Layton Criminal Courthouse. Leah Hope, ABC 7 News. Back to you in the studio.